I just realized that I recorded half of this video already and my mic was off. Hey guys, it's me, Lycia, and if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Lycia Faith. Nice to meet you. If you follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, this is the time to follow me. Instagram promo, woo! Awesome, now that that's out of the way. If you follow me on Instagram, then you might see that, you know, I've been more active lately. A lot of people have actually been leaving comments all on my Instagram asking, you know, are you vegan? Yes, I am vegan, and I have been vegan for 3 weeks now. And no, it was not just a quick transition. I wasn't just like, okay, I'm gonna be vegan now, and everything changed. It wasn't like I just like changed everything in a day. It actually took me a few months to get to this point. So I'm here to answer a bunch of general questions that people have been leaving on my Instagram. You know, the main question people want to know is, you know, why? Why do you want to become vegan? Why do you want to live this lifestyle? You know, people do have different reasons for wanting to go vegan, some for weight loss, some because they just make that ethical connection, and others just for health, not connected to weight loss at all. When I was a kid in elementary school, every day after school my grandpa would take me to McDonald's. When I was a kid, I had no idea what I was eating. You know, I didn't care. I was a kid. You know, I didn't know any better. I really would have loved to be raised vegan. The younger generation is really lucky. You know, people are becoming, you know, more aware of what we're putting in our bodies. I just really wanted to be the healthiest that I could be. And you know, if that means I can shed a few pounds, get toned, and like, why not? You know, be the healthiest you can be. And that's how I feel about it. But the thing about Los Angeles, you know, I'm so lucky that I live here, because it would be so much more difficult if I lived in a different area where there weren't so many vegan options around. There's vegan options literally everywhere you go. It's really, really great. It makes it easier on me. I've been the healthiest I've ever been, and I'm about to tell you how long, you know, it took me to get there. But the reason that I looked into veganism was because of Freely the Banana Girl, and I started off not liking her because I had only really watched her aggressive videos towards other YouTubers, and I'd only seen a couple videos. I hadn't really seen everything she's about. So eventually on YouTube, for the suggested for you, one of her videos popped up, and it was in response to Trisha Paytas. And after watching that video, I just clicked on her channel and I just started watching like a bunch of her videos because, you know, I was intrigued, and I started to see what she was all about, and I started understanding where she was coming from. Freely uses a lot of graphic clips, all for educational purposes. She shows how much pain goes into the meat and dairy industry, and it's really, really sad. It's really disgusting. After watching these videos, I couldn't see myself eating animals. I started off as a pescatarian. I was pescatarian for about 2 months. The reason why was because I didn't want to give up sushi. And then I came across another one of Freely's videos where she was talking about fish and how there's, you know, so much mercury in them and they're so bad for you. That's when I made that connection, and I stopped eating fish for a little bit. At that point, I stopped for so long that I no longer craved it, and that's when I decided, you know, okay, this is the point where I should move forward now that I'm no longer craving fish. I actually hadn't tried to go into vegetarianism. I didn't plan it out like that at all. I was actually trying to be vegan straight from pescatarianism. I was failing miserably. I was struggling. So maybe 4 or 5 times that I ate out of the month that I was vegetarian, I had cheated by having like cheese. I watched more videos, I got more informed, and I decided, you know, if I really do love animals, then why am I eating them? And why am I supporting the industries that harm them? I decided it's time to carb the fuck up. So I got rid of all, you know, dairy or whatever in my fridge, other than whatever Mackenzie has. Mackenzie is my roommate, for those of you who don't know. I mean, I'm 19 years old living in Los Angeles. I don't know, if I have the opportunity to live and have a healthier lifestyle, it would be just stupid not to live that way. I'm not by any means trying to like get you guys to go vegan. I'm not trying to force you guys to go vegan. I'm not trying to force my veganism onto you. I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on with me because you keep asking. I would absolutely love and be so proud of you if you wanted to, you know, join me on this journey. And, you know, I'm not just vegan by my diet. I've also been slowly getting rid of, you know, the makeup products that I have that are not vegan. I'm giving them to my roommate. And most of the makeup products that I already use are, you know, cruelty free. So it's really easy for me. and I am aware that I will no longer be able to have leather bags. You guys know how badly I used to want a Celine bag, and now it's like, why bother? I'd much rather know that I'm not supporting any industries that are harming animals. You know, at first I did not want the label as a vegan because I did not want the social responsibility of it. I did not want all eyes on me making sure that, you know, every meal I ate was vegan, even though I was trying really hard and, you know, I was struggling, but I've finally come to this point and I'm confident in it, and that's why I'm finally making this video, because I can confidently say, you know, I'm vegan. I don't use any animal products. I'm not trying to force you guys to become vegan. It's your own personal choice. But I do want to, you know, put out a message that I believe in. I'm not gonna be preaching about chicken nuggets or cheeseburgers. I'm sorry, guys. That's not what you're gonna find here. I actually think I'm gonna start doing some vegan Pinterest cooking recipes. So I'm gonna start making some videos like that, kind of like a cooking with Lycia type of thing, but like, I gotta make it sound catchier than that. Hopefully this answered a lot of your questions. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm also going to link Freely's channel in the description, so go check her out, subscribe, get informed, and I will see you next time I post a video. Bye!